Oh, my mic's not even on. This is my first time streaming. Good morning, party people. Hello. Hey, new bros. Please read YouTube chat this time around. My bad. My bad. You can call me out. That's fair. What is this funky mix? This is not the F1 song. I'm reading YouTube chat. Good morning, Mr. Joseph. Good morning, Pericles. Hello, Guy. Smitty. Good morning, General. Sorry, I'm actually putting the YouTube link in my Instagram, and then I put the Twitch one, so people can join us. How are we doing? Chat, can I admit something? I'm actually excited this is the last race of this season. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. I was rightfully called out. Hey, Pericles, in the YouTube chats. Congrats on your first stream. Wow, thank you so much. It clearly, YouTube link. I don't even know where to put this. I realize I don't even know if people like YouTube or over Twitch for live streaming. You're like, Ashley, you should have done this before you went live. And I would usually agree. But I woke up 10 minutes ago. Is that an excuse? No, you're right. You're right. The link. URL. That's too damn bad. All right, chat. Per usual, please give me your predictions. You know what? They can be as wacky or realistic as you want. I don't even care anymore. It's the last race of the season. You can do whatever you want. Your chat. You're in charge. Good morning, theater. How are we doing? Stayed up until 12:30-ish this morning. Haven't opened since 5-ish. Oh my goodness. So no promises on staying awake. No worries. I'm pro sleep in this household. I don't have Twitch. That's why I use YouTube. Oh, that makes sense. That's what I figured too. A lot of people more often have a YouTube account than they do a Twitch account. Fucking send it, Haas Podium. Jesus. Didn't realize I had to admit someone to a mental institution this morning. All right. Kamikaze. Haas Podium. Do you care which Haas? Do you have a preference? Prediction, Lewis Hamilton world champion. Okay, I said for today, not for 2026. Please be realistic. Get your stuff together. Oh, you want Esteban? All right. Actually, Esteban Ocon's a nice guy. Never met him, but I've heard good things. I can't say the same for the rest of them. We're predicting a one-stopper today. I see someone ask. We're going to medium to hard. A Yuki sacrifice? You know what? That's actually a good one. Of course, they forced him to assist yesterday. I'll take a Yuki sacrifice. Yay, I'm a sacrifice. I need McLaren to strategy themselves out of the WDC if possible. They've done it before. They can. Okay, it's really. Look, it would be funny if Max won, but there's no reason that Lando Norris should not be your world champion in about an hour and a half. Each of your drivers have maximum cope. I respect that. Pericles says, Hulk in the points. By the way, need I remind everyone that only one person has gotten a prediction right per week, which is crazy. A Max win. Papaya rules ruin the McLaren's race. Papaya rules ruin McLaren race. That'd actually be hilarious. Prediction: Norris DNF, safely DNF, per usual. But why would he not? Why would he DNF? I think Max is going to absolutely shunt him. Real answer from Pollux. Real answer. George Russell, race winner, Science podium, Oscar Piastri, WDC. All right. Jesus. We're feeling spicy this morning. George Russell race winner. I don't know if it's age or experience, or I guess that can go hand in hand, but that always. But George Russell and Max Verstappen have kind of been more chill in interviews, and I really like it. I'm starting to really appreciate George Russell, and I feel bad that I didn't appreciate him beforehand. Sainz podium. Piastri WDC. You asked for crazy, but I also can't tell if you're being sarcastic. Oh, that's fair. When does race start? It should be in about 8 minutes. 8 minutes should be race start. It is currently, now 7 minutes. It is 7:53 a.m. in the east coast of the United States, so on the top of the hour. So in 7 minutes, wherever you are in the world. That's the way I like to say it. I don't want to do time zone conversions, please. Ooh, Lando will lose podium with a slow last stop. You think they fixed that wheel gun issue? They're just going to come back to haunt them? None of us knew about what George was doing anyway. They never show him on the broadcast. That's true. That's been a thing all year, which is crazy. Max snuck into the McLaren garage and put Renault in Lando's cars. Renault and so a mechanical DNF. That's hilarious. Oh, thank you. Zach says, if you're watching ESPN2 preview show, the race is going to be on ESPN. So just remember that. What's up, Dave? Good morning. I need George and Max to race for a world championship, like in a violently close championship fight. Do you think it'll be spicy? Are you pro George Russell, Max Verstappen? All right, sorry. Here's your strategy. One stop. Nothing exciting. We're going mediums to hard. Between 26 laps 20 and 26. Can't speak English this morning. You could do hards to 38 to lap 39 to 45 and then switch for softs, but I don't know how well that's really going to do you. Let's see what pit time loss is. 21 seconds under the green flag, 14.5 under a virtual/regular safety car. Bros, unfortunately, I don't think so. I will not be participating. If they want me on as a guest, I'm more than happy to jump on in there. Coffee's currently being made. Dave, did I say hello? Hi, Dave. Apologies for missing. Is Max the next world champ? Well, I'll let you know in about an hour and 35 minutes. George is a master political shitster. Max is just a shitster. That's funny. Anyone have any more predictions from Kamikaze, Haas Podium, Esteban Ocon? No Bros, Yuki Sacrifice, Pericles, Hulk in the points, Max win, Papaya rules will ruin the McLaren race. Theater Nerd, Norris, D and F, Pollux, George Russell race winner, Sainz Podium, Piastri WDC. Any comments, questions, concerns? If I didn't get yours, put it in right meow. Do. Pit stop, time loss, 21, 14.5. Oh, race pace, McLaren, and then Red Bull, and Mercedes. All right, that's fine. What new tires? Max only has new mediums and new hards. And a new hard, sorry. He only has one new hard. He used all his softs. So did Norris, so did Piastri, but they have... Oh, interesting. Max took mediums / Red Bull took mediums as opposed to McLaren, who took hards. He has 2 race mediums new. Meanwhile, McLaren only have 1, but they have 2 race hards. Interesting. Anyway, you want to go medium hard. 2026 is that pit window, which is going to be fun. And then you can do hard to soft, 39 to 45. And then if anyone's doing a 2-stopper, Godspeed. How do you watch the race? I use F1 TV, and then I will have multi-viewer up here for us. And if you're not able to watch the race, Vicky, let's fucking go. I hope Max V wins. I'm a Red Bull fan. No, I respect that. That'd be probably one of the greatest comebacks. That'd be very impressive if Max Verstappen won. There's a lot of fun things that could happen, but it could also just be very boring. Oh, Piastri starting on hards. Oh, we're doing an alternate strategy. Oh, ho, ho. Things you love to see. Pericles reached a 10 stream streak, so I need to touch grass after this? No. Because I don't stream every single day. So it's not like you watched every single day for 10 days in a row. You watched on a Tuesday and a Sunday, and that's about it. And I respect that. Rogue Hunter, welcome on in. Appreciate the follow. Festive Multiviewer, thank you. I put the lights on. Because I had them in my just chatting screen. And I thought they were fun, so I was like, oh, I can put them on the multiviewer. Pulsitor crashes at the start. Theater. You're going to start fights with Max Verstappen fans in the chat. Hi, friends. This is James Coker. Says this James Coker. Hi, James. Good morning. It is early AF for you, dude. I feel like I have to whisper so I don't wake up your family. Everyone, shh. James is on the West Coast. We have to make sure no one wakes up. Also, I would hope that everyone listens to me on their headphones. Not on speakers, because that's a bold strategy. Though someone did admit to me one time when I was iRacing that they were listening to me on their like computer speakers, and I thought that was crazy. Oh, hey, fishing. What's up, noobs? You're listening to me on your speakers? Okay, well, you also just have your cat at home currently, is that correct? So, I'm doing headphones today, but sometimes I do listen on computer speakers. Guys, you have to tell me when I'm on speaker. I say nefarious things. You have to warn me. I want your significant others, your mom, to like me. And now with this mouth. So you have to warn me. That's fair, Theater. I like that. Theater said, first of all, I didn't know it was Max. Secondly, you asked for crazy predictions. That's fair. That's a good point. What's up, Metric? Yes. Thank you. Are you going to drive safe? Are you going to run safe? Are you going to be warm? Yeah. Okay. Bye. Love you. All is right. Okay, my cat will be a nuisance. I'm just letting everyone know right now. Ivis says, my prediction is Lando will help Oscar win the WDC to make up for all the points Oscar's lost due to the team giving Lando favoritism in some of the races this year. I doubt it'll happen, but it'd be a nice touch if Lando does that. Oh, I like that, Ivis. That's a very optimistic take, and I appreciate that. That's very wholesome. I'm writing that down. Formation lap is starting. Max is weaving past the first corner. I'm saying this out loud in case you want to sync your stream. What a lot of people do is go on YouTube, watch the stream, and then use Twitch chat or vice versa, whatever you feel, whatever floats your boat. Ivis, it's such a nice prediction. Everyone's like, DNF, people get into fights. And you're like, they're going to help each other out. Kamikaze goes, I want your family to like me. You underestimate the amount of shit talk that runs in my family. Hey, man. I don't know your family. I just want to make sure I'm on their good side. Ooh, anyone got a reliable special stream? If you use exclamation highlights, it will tell you where to watch the race in your country. I'm currently watching on F1 TV because I would never tell you to sail the high seas. That is against Twitch TOS and Discord TOS. And I would, we love giving F1 TV money. And Liberty and at the FIA. I love giving money to those guys. Drew! Oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost missed your resub. Thank you so much for the 35 freaking months, dude. Let's go, Max, says Drew. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate that. Pick up on her boy slam. Mohammed. Congratulations on your FIA presidency re-election. No, Theater, I think everyone's secretly excited for it, especially the first corner. Because it's Max and Lando. You know they're gonna... I got you surround sound with a subwoofer. That's the funniest thing. James goes, this audio from the Twitch stream is going straight to my kid's white noise machine. Oh, no, so I can get you that. Please hold. I don't have that, unfortunately, in the YouTube chat because they don't have the little shishkama bombs. I got you. All right, everyone, gird your fucking loins. I'm so stressed. I'm trying to play it cool right now, but it's not working. The season deserves a full-blown disaster, turn 1. All right, looking at Max. Are you going through my phone speaker? I can hear you only. Okay, good. Whew. I've resigned to the fact that whether or not Lando wins the championship will literally be determined within the first 2 seconds of this race. All right. They're waving the green flag in the back. I'm so stressed. 5 lights. Here we go. Classic Max Verstappen. Max said, nah. Oh, I thought Piastri was going for it. I really thought Piastri was going for it. All right, all clear, all clear. Hey, what's up, Kim? Wow, Max did a Lando trying to do a Max, but did it successfully. This is good for Max if Piastri and Norris are fighting, excuse me. Oscar! Sorry, I have no reaction. David Coulthard is so excited, and I'm so excited. Oscar said, I'll do this myself. Let's go. No, nothing's wrong. Sorry, I was just like, Piastri. This is shit we'd love to see. Let's freaking go. This is what it should have been like all season. Leclerc now has the chance to do something incredibly funny. No, you're good, Kamikaze. Gave you a heart attack there, sir. How far ahead am I? How far behind are you guys? I'll let you know when I tick over to lap 3. I'm still on lap 2. Sorry, my cat's coming for attention. Do you hear the meows? I'm not even on lap 3 yet. I'm still on lap 2. Now I'm on lap 3. Just ticked over. You can adjust both the Twitch and the YouTube stream. Like, if you'd like, just do your arrow key once, you'll probably be. Oh, Kim says I'm actually in front of you. That's why I'm not saying so much. Oh, I didn't choose. Oh, I should have done the post-it notes, made my cat choose WDC. Do we think Lando let Oscar through? No. Unfortunately, I don't think that was him being kind. We're still saying, check the brakes, my pedal's going long. First, deadly. First Dale now this. Puppy. It just looked a bit too easy. Damn. Lando Norris fans in shambles. Can I just say I'm excited for the new regulations, so maybe things are a little more even, or at least there's a chance. Even TBD. Definitely there's a chance. Someone's just going to figure it out first, and that's going to be uneven for a little bit. Okay, Norris just needs to keep P3. He just can't lose P3. We did make predictions in the beginning of the year. I think most of the Discord did. We have a predictions channel. Oh, I have to make that unprivated. Hi, Andres. Thank you so much. It's so kind of you to say, especially in the morning where I just woke up. Lando, please keep your shit together. Chat, I might actually feel bad. Ash, who do I want to win? I mean, I predicted Norris, and I don't like being wrong. But I obviously, when Piastri was leading, I was like, I'm cool with this. I might actually feel bad. I don't. It's absolute cinema. Wow. Ye of little empathy. Let's go, Chucky, my beautiful boy. Chocolate Cluck back in action. Got my Hulk podium for the season. That's all I care about. That's so funny. Pollock says, man, I really just don't want Max to win. I'm alive. I'm fine. No, it's okay. Don't die on stream. I'm trying. Kim says I'm split, but I don't have any problems with Norris. Chat, you ever be drinking liquids for 33 years and then you forget how to? Prediction, will Ash survive this race? Wow, that was a lot of drama. That's all I ask, Zach. If you die on stream, we'll be sure to promote it for content. Thank you. That's the least you guys can do. And if you could say nice things, be like, wow, she was such a good streamer. She really should have been on ESPN. I feel like dying on stream is against TOS. Definitely murdering on stream is against TOS. I don't know if actively, like, dying and I'm not in control of it. She lit up the room. Guys, I've been to a lot of weddings this past year. And we all need to be more unique when we're talking about our significant others. She's kind. She's a good friend. She's loyal. 36 years and I still forget to drink sometimes? Oh, that's funny. I've already had 2 cups of black coffee. Now I'm still on my first. Here lies Ashley. She died supporting Lando Norris. If you were to die on stream, I reckon we wouldn't need to worry about TOS anymore. That's true. Chat can go crazy. Oh, yeah, I can live stream the funeral. Oh, not me. I guess I'm in the casket. But yeah, I'll get someone to do it. How hard can it be? Her last words were Pierre Gasly. Charles, you have DRS. You have the ability to do the funniest thing possible. Prediction, Ash Valtteri next season doing Cadillac social media? That'd be so sick. What haunted last words? Oh yeah, if you die on stream, how long before we all turn it off? That's a good question. I guess you would all have to, like, mass report. That's actually a really good question. I have no idea. I'll stay in the stream until Charles Leclerc wins the World Driver Championship. Rebel's asking Leclerc to T-bone Lando. You think they're calling Ferrari right now? Hey, we'll give you more money than you already get. Oh, they're asking Piastri to put Verstappen under pressure. Unfortunately, I don't think you can really put Max under pressure. Unfortunately, my significant other just left to go on a very long run, like 2 hours away. So it's going to be at a minimum till 2 p.m. till someone turns off the stream. Oh, thanks, Dave. I appreciate that. That's just called being a human being, having some empathy. Do you think the FIA printed out Lando Norris WDC shirts and then they realized that it might not happen? Everyone starts gifting subs to piss off your ghost. Where was the support when I was alive? Yeah, we just ticked over to the 9 laps. Already in there. Interesting. Oh, they're on softs. Got it. Are we now thinking if you put on hards, you're going to last till the end of the race? Give subs to pay for your funeral. Funerals are expensive. Verstappen has started graining on the right front tire. Bolero Queen. Chat, please. You're being crazy. We're talking a lot more about my hypothetical death than we are about this race, all right, everyone? I am not surprised that Max Verstappen is 2.2 seconds off the road. Hey, real. Welcome on in. Kel! Oh my god, Kel, did I not see this? I'm so sorry. For the 27 months. Kel, my apologies. Good morning. That's what I think, Chicago. Death on stream would far be more exciting than this race has been so far. Okay, but not my death. Can we just... Yeah, some Final Destination stuff in here. This has to be against TOS. Thank you, Real. Safely. Whew. Ash is fully focused? I was fully focused. Okay, and then I started choking on my coffee, and then Chad is wishing for my imminent death. We're back to talking about racing. We're lap 10 out of 58, Chad. Focus. This is the last race of the season. We think Verstappen's grading has started. Your tires look in better condition than his. Will you do YouTube memberships? Oh, I guess I never considered that, because I feel like I don't put enough content out to justify anyone doing a YouTube membership. I just feel bad. What are the clinch scenarios again? Well, thank you so much for asking. Let me tell you, we have this nifty graphic. Norris has to finish on the podium. If he's on the podium, he wins the championship. If Lando Norris is fourth, Max Verstappen has to either be second or lower, and Piastri can finish in any position. So Lando needs to be on podium. For Verstappen, he has to be first. Norris has to be fourth or lower, and Piastri could be anywhere. For Piastri, he could be first. Norris has to be sixth or lower, and then Verstappen can finish anywhere. Yes, correct. If Lando Norris is on podium, he wins no matter what. I'm pretty clinched right now. Nikki says not wishing for, placing bets on. Bye, Dave. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I do cross stream on Thursdays, but that's only like 2 streams a week. I don't want to make anyone feel like, Currently, Charles Leclerc needs to either pass Lando Norris or he needs to have a slow pit stop. Can't believe I almost died on stream. That'd be very unfortunate. Please let Lando safely DNF. Thank you, no bros. Does anyone know where Latifi is this race? Yeah, probably in a paddock. No, not even paddock. Maybe hospitality? Yeah, exactly, theater. Oh, you can make a 24-hour cat stream for members only? If only my cat would stay in one place. Guys, I have a cat in my garage. I didn't tell you this. Sorry. There's nothing going on in this race, and I will let you know when something is. But there are strays we've been feeding, and one of them is a sweet baby girl. And we have befriended her, and she's now in our garage. We need to get her vaccinated and spayed and all that stuff so she can't enter and hang out with Pumpy. We're going to call her Cannoli. Can't believe I didn't tell you guys this. The cat distribution system is getting you. I know. Leclerc's tires are toast for the stint to get by. Ugh. On his mediums, he burnt them up already? Building your cat racing team? That's so funny. Ferrari? No, there's no reason for Piastri to let by Norris right now. Ash begins the slow slide to Internet Cat Lady. Oh no, definitely Elizabeth. Elizabeth's a skilled cat distribution system haver. She's the one giving me all the advice. Yes, the cat's name is going to be Cannoli. She's white with like orange and gray spots. I think those are called calico cats. Sorry, I clearly don't know. Yes, but also if you catch and spay her and inside doesn't work out, it's better for the environment anyway. Absolutely. There's one more stray. We're calling him Anchovy because he's gray. And I like naming animals after foods. And that's the only thing I can think of besides mushrooms. But I like Anchovy more. He's a little feisty. We're going to also trap him, but we think we're going to just go trap and release him and just like feed him when he comes by. Oh, you have a Max Verstappen. I know exactly what you're talking about, bros. Hey, Chandi. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like the Funko Pop heads? Orange and gray McLaren cat? How dare you? Yeah, Anchovy is gray and he has little socks. He looks like a tuxedo cat, but he's gray. I think when I graduate and move to a new city, I want to get a cat and just debating which baseball player name I'm after. Obviously, Babe Ruth. 5-second time penalty. Liam Lawson, probably for that erratic driving against Behrman. If you get an orange cat, you have to name him Pierogi. Yeah, but you have to think what name you want to yell out in your neighborhood when your cat inevitably like runs away from the house and like tries to go outside. Pierogi! Like, no. Anchovy's chiller with me. I don't know what it is. Look, I'd yell pierogi. That's funny. Are you gonna name a orange cat Buffy for buffalo sauce? A Formula One show, but all the characters are cats is something you... 2.3 seconds from George Russell. That was quick. Wow, lap 15. Again, if you're on mediums, you shouldn't be... Not shouldn't be, but usually your pit window is lap 20 to 26. No, they're coming in really early. Name a cat a Polish swear word. I just don't think Anchovy can be domesticated. Maybe when he gets neutered, he will chill. Yeah, Piastri did a purple sector 1, 17.848. And Max is only doing yellow sectors, but I think that's on... No Bro says if Max wins WDC, I will listen to Supermax 24/7 till Christmas. Too bad Spotify Wrapped already came out. Ray, leave George Russell alone. How do I... I don't like that name for George Russell. It just... How do I... Give me 1 second, Ray. Don't mind me. Okay, we did it. Do you think Apple's going to completely hog the stream next year? So I am a millennial, and I don't know in what way you mean hog. I've never heard that term used before in that sentence. I think it'll be pretty good. I just don't know if people are going to watch it. Does that make sense? Their baseball streams aren't bad. Nice. Norris in the pits. Let's see this. I'm drinking coffee. That I almost died on. You missed that. That was a fun part of stream. Okay, Ferrari, get your shit together. Norris on hards. .1. Second pit stop for Norris. 2.5 for Leclerc. Unless I get F1 with the MLS package for Apple, I won't be able to swing it. Yeah, I've been talking to a few people who are more casual fans. Because I have to remember, like, we are more dedicated. As in, like, a niche group of a niche fan base. And hi, Pumpy. And a lot of them say they either have it because of MLS or they're just not going to watch. Ooh, plan A for Piastri. Agree, between baseball, basketball, too much payment. Too much money. Norris does have a lot of traffic, but but Antonelli has to pit, Sainz has to pit, Stroll has to pit. Oh, everyone in front of him has to pit. I think he's fine. A Jaws theme plays. Should back up Lando some. He's still at 26.9, 26.8. Pit time loss is 21 seconds. Lance clips Norris. Max is not pit yet. I got you. Russell is upset at who? Oh, at Leclerc. Whatever. Nice. Okay. Norris passes Antonelli. Yeah, MLB TV. We also watch a lot of hockey in this house, so that is also an expense. If Apple enhanced coverage and broadcasted the races with filming techniques used in the F1 movie instead of coverage from the global feed, it'd be phenomenal. Yeah, I'm interested to see if they add anything this year, or if they just take what F1 TV is and just air that and see how it goes, and then add stuff. Does that make sense? I don't know how big they'll go in the first year. Amazon Prime did an incredible job with NASCAR, and I like to think Apple knows. I know Apple knows their stuff, so they probably saw the reception from that, and they might do a little bit more, in my opinion. What's up, Glock? Yeah, PWHL all on YouTube. Hot Dog, welcome on in. Mirmo, welcome on in. Thanks for those follows. What's up, party people? All your kids and your disposable income? That's why you gotta be dinks. Why do you think I haven't moved back to New York City yet? And I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. Devontae, what's up? Hello, hello. You finally caught me in the middle of a stream. I'm not leaving. You always come in and I'm about to go, and I'm like, ah. I don't know what they'll do with F1 TV, though. That's a good question. Noted incident. Oh, no. Okay. I got nervous there for Norris. Do you think Lando's wasting his tires in traffic? I don't think he's doing anything too crazy. He's also on hards. He does have 40 laps left. No, we're good. Okay. We had Norris passing Stroll and Lawson. It's about to be a 3 wide into a corner, but Stroll kind of backed out there. I was afraid that Stroll didn't realize what was happening, and it was good to go, and then it's going to be like a hole. Lawson then fought Norris a little bit on the outside, but Norris is just faster. Newer tires. All good. Norris just passed 2 people at once. Lawson gave him a little bit of a fight, but Yuki's the only hope now. Will Apple be less crazy with copyright strikes? No. They paid substantially more money. No. 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 My girlfriend got me to the PWHL. I'm a Minnesota Frost fan. Third Walter Cup, here we come. I don't know. The Sirens finally look good. Yeah, medium to hard is one stop, but I'm correct. His name is Lando Norris. Pitted earlier than the prediction window, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Yuki sacrifice predictions about to come true. Ash, who's a GO driver so I can buy their cards now before they're Verstappen priced? Ooh, what rookie can you invest in? Not Stroll. Get out of here, Glock. I would say Antonelli. I don't know if it's too late now, but I would go with Antonelli. I don't know how much Piastri is, but you might buy him at a normal price, like semi price. Oliver Behrman could be a good shout. But if you're thinking rookies only, I would go with those two. When did Hamilton get in the points? When Bortoletto pitted, Alonso pitted, Hadjar pitted. Oh, Hadjar too. Good point, chat. My apologies. I'm just like on the Behrman train. I'm admitting it right now that I have Behrman bias. Hi, Anna. Welcome on in. Oh, thanks Sonoda all you can when he catches. Ash is a bear confirmed. Rawr. Did I just roar? Yeah, because I'm a bear. Chandi, I almost died on stream. There's nothing more embarrassing I can do than not know how to drink my own coffee. Imagine Yuki pulls the rug out and lets Lando pass with no fight. That'd be so funny. Yuki just lets him go into his Halo camera. He's just like, that's what you get for no contract. I've considered doing off-season Formula 1 D&D on stream because I think that'd be fun. Yes, you're seeing that correctly. Sonoda's plus 24 interval-wise. Overall, plus 26. Verstappen doing green sectors. That'd be absolutely hilarious. I just think it'd be fun and something different because D&D is popular, and I think it'd just be fun to do like a story-based thing. Nothing to gain from being a team player. Agreed. All right, Yuki, maybe don't let him get it within DRS range. That was a little... Oh. Yeah, they did tell Max they wanted to go long. So usually, so I said the medium pit window is 20, laps 20 to 26. They said they wanted to go long, so I don't know if they're going to the end of that pit window. But then they have to hold up Norris, so Max comes out in front. Yuki will be a reserve and test driver. Sorry, that was very cool. Is he allowed to do that? Hello, welcome on in. Look, that was a sick move, and that's what I want to see from Lando Norris' entire race season, that aggressiveness. But I don't know if he overtook off track, didn't he not? Looks like all four wheels were under the line. No, not 10-second penalty. He might just have to get the position back. I actually don't know. Is it legal under the rule of cool? I think he... Oh, not by the second white line. All good. They've noted it. Yeah, Max did pit. As soon as Norris passed Yuki Tsunoda, he pit because Yuki can't hold him up in the pit window. He needs to cover off Norris. Yuki was weaving all over the straight and shoved him down there. All right, let's not be dramatic about it. No, it's all good. The rhetoric here, Pollux, is crazy. Was he weaving? Yes. All over the street's a little insane. Yeah, I think, I do think the FAA will realize what happened there. Neutral situation, pass stands. Agreed. Yuki pulled out a 2x4 and tried to stick it in Lando's wheel. Pollux goes, me? Dramatic? Someone who sent a 2-minute voice memo after Ohio State lost last night? Me? A Red Bull hater? Dramatic? I'm insulted. Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna happen. Rule of cool? That was pretty cool. And yeah, Yuki was defending a little intensely there. But Lando, where is that shit every other race? That is my question. Oh, they're under investigation. They gotta do it now. You can't do it later. Oh, yeah, I like it as a racing incident. Oh, Leclerc fastest lap. Imagine if they push it to after the race. That'd be insane. I don't have the full context of the clip, but it looks like Norris was going to the left of Yuki Tsunoda. Yuki did his weaving thing, and Norris was like, I'm not gonna, like, I gotta go somewhere. And he had to go there. I don't know if he had to swap. Also, if Red Bull has learned anything, you don't swap right away. Yeah, Yuki hasn't. Oh, because of another pit. That's right. He's on 25 lap hards. Excuse me. My apologies. Let's be honest. I heard from a reliable source that Yuki was all over the track that moment. Is your source also an Ohio State fan? Yeah. Also, it's Yuki Tsunoda, who's the teammate of Max Verstappen. I think this is a. I think you just let it go. That's true, but you interpret it that way? This is where I would never want to be a race steward. Because yeah, sure, rules are black and white, but also when you add context to it, you're like, yeah, I'd be very shocked if they gave Lando a penalty there. Agreed. But Vicky, you know on Twitter, the moment they announce that it's a racing incident or there's no further investigation, people are going to lose their fucking minds. Rules are black and white, also sometimes gray. EK, thank you so much for the 42. Guys, I'm not seeing these subs. I'm so sorry. Hawks for the 4. Here's how Charles Leclerc can still win. EK, if you're still in here, thank you so much. Happy final F1 race day. God, I'm so excited to sleep in on weekends. Lando fastest lap. Ooh. I napped for 2 hours yesterday, and it was a very deep nap. Do you know what I mean? I woke up and I had no idea where I was. The problem is, especially during the winter, you go to sleep, you nap, and it's daylight outside, and when you wake up, it's dark, and I'm like, oh no, I slept until Monday. Lando shall be doomed? No. Theater really wants a DNF, and I respect that. Wow, 5-second penalty for Yuki Tsunoda. That's fair. More than one change of direction, fair. He was weaving. "1986 says either a penalty or Charles is coming. Lando will have to fight for it." Pollock, shut the hell up. Oh, no further action for Norris. That's fair. Everyone get on Twitter. What are people saying about it? Chad, I kind of feel bad. British bias? You think that's what they're saying on Twitter? Do I write McLaren? Do I write Norris? FIA? Oh yeah, people are pissed. I saw all 4 tires off the track. Get him. At FIA, at FBI. The FIA are so fucking stupid they don't see what Yuki was trying to do there. No, I think they do. FIA on fraud watch again. FIA, you useless bums. Oh my god. Remember, the FIA is really MIA, McLaren International Assistance. I like how every year someone comes up with a stupid fucking thing for the FIA. Ferrari International Assistance. You know, like a couple years ago was Red Bull International. It was like a whole, everyone's doing something. Someone says, I prefer that the FIA stays out of championship decisions. I don't know how you want them to do that. Can I ask a dumb question? Always. I'm trying to get into F1 because I like the course complexity, fair. But I don't know how racer fandom happens. Is it by team or do racers start to spread up? Some people have... How do I explain this? I don't know. I started following F1 in 2006 as a Robert Kubica because my family's Polish and my dad's like, we're watching. Benjamin Oglądać. What's up, Andre? So, I think people just find a driver that they like. This is where the thing is. It's a team sport. So usually, when I talk about the New York Rangers or the New York Yankees, I'm talking about everyone, right? There's like a really big team mentality. But F1, people get really into one specific driver, and they get really weird about it. So some people like teams because of the historic, you know, Ferrari's been in F1 since F1's been F1. And because it's Ferrari. See, people like McLaren because of Lewis Hamilton, they started following him as well. Red Bull's a little bit newer, and they like Verstappen, and they kind of like that whole shithousery feeling. If you're French, I don't know how you feel about Alpine, but please let me know in the chat. Mercedes, because Mercedes is Mercedes. I'm a bad Australian, but the Lando haters on social media have driven me to want Lando to win the championship, especially after what they did to Kimi last week. No, if you're wearing like a shirt of your favorite driver, like that's fine. But if you're sending death threats to Kimi Antonelli because you're a Max Verstappen fan, like insane. Also, I think we should have the ability to criticize drivers. Because I feel like we can criticize Aaron Judge all day on Twitter. And some people are really rude about it, but you could be like, hey, Aaron Judge shouldn't be MVP this year. What did he, blah, 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 whatever it is. And like people will go back and forth and comment. God forbid, one time I said, was this 2 or 3 years ago? I said my drivers of the year were Lewis Hamilton and Carlos Sainz. Charles Leclerc fans were so mad at me. They're like, I can't believe you picked Carlos Sainz. What did he even do this year? Charles Leclerc was so much better. You're a dumbass fucking cunt. Like, I was like, what are you guys doing? I didn't even say anything bad. I said something nice. Like, people are insane in Formula One. And I don't know, it's because it's an international sport, and we reach mental illnesses in like 200 plus countries, and people just have parasocial relationships. I just You can't just even talk nice about a driver. And I'd love to have back and forths. Like, we don't have to agree. Stats are kind of subjective, and you can make stats fit your... What do I want to say? Stats fit your opinion, if that makes sense, right? Like, you can always pick something. Like, oh, like Lando Norris is the best driver in the rain on tracks that end the letter N on odd years, right? Like, I can make a stat that fits what my narrative that I'm trying to say. And I'm happy to have a back and forth. Like, oh, you don't think Carlos Sainz did well? Why do you think that? Oh, because, on this race, he didn't... Like, that's fine. I'm down to do that. But, like, immediately people get so mad when you don't compliment their driver or if you criticize a slight thing of your driver. I just, like, don't know what it is. Do you think F1 fans are crazier because they're more like soccer ultras? No, because if they were like soccer ultras, then we wouldn't be having this problem. I've heard I've heard footy chants. Everyone know the famous one when R.I.P. Queen Elizabeth died? Like, that one was crazy. The classic online thing of, oh, you like waffles, so you have to hate pancakes. Yeah, I'm also a New York City sports fan. Like, I criticize Boston constantly. I also criticize New York City sports constantly, but only I'm allowed to do that. I think we've little guide our drivers and had this parasocial relationship with them that people feel like they need to defend them. People have really decided, like, individualistically, they will support a driver over a team. Because I can criticize teams. That seems okay on social media, but I can't criticize a driver. Their fans will come out of the woodwork and just... God. I don't know what it is about F1 fandom. I don't know if Drive to Survive has really, like, in a good way, shown who these drivers are, so people have really connected with individual ones, and therefore they get really intense about it. God forbid I criticize Lando Norris. And look, I think he can drive better and more aggressively. I think he has it in him. We've seen glimpses of it. And I don't think that sentence is controversial. But if I posted that, I might just post that later. Even if he wins WDC, I'm going to post that. And... canceled. Now, of course, there's always people that are like, oh, Lando Norris sucks. And, like, are really extreme about their opinion. Like, oh, he's only good because of the car. Like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, maybe you relax. COVID and Netflix brought a whole new kind of fan. Yeah, they did, which is, like, good and quote-unquote bad, right? But also social media, right? Bernie Ecclestone kept F1 really hidden away, which is fine, kind of. It didn't really grow the sport, but, like, now I'm kind of like, damn. Was he onto something? No, we were so far behind. Like, I think F1 would benefit from, like, I know people hate ESPN, but, like, an ESPN analysis type, like, debate show, or, like, have it on a regular sports show where we're talking about drivers and skills and knowing the variables of, cars are different, but tracks are different, track knowledge is important, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But we can't do that because people will be like, oh, they don't like my driver. They're so biased. It's like, oh. I don't know if he was onto something, but he was definitely on something. Well, you don't like sprinklers at racetracks? We should have let him cook. No. Not Bernie. My cat upset. Pumpy wants to play. Oh, my Josh, thank you so much for that sub. Welcome on in here. I'm so sorry. Pedro, welcome on in. I'm not getting those notifications. I'm so sorry, guys. Let me see if I can do a little bit better than that. Josh, thank you so much. Hi, Pumpy. Would you like to hang out? And I'm not saying it has to be on ESPN. It's just like the thing that I can relate to. ESPN can go to hell, whatevs. I say that, but I don't think people watch pre and post race shows. I think people literally watch the race, form an opinion, and then like disperse. I don't think people are Googling things. Because I'm like, oh, what rule did they break? What rule is that? What's the precedent for that? Like, I go in and I'm like looking at other races. And I'm like, oh, I remember in 2007 when this happened. Like, this makes sense and blah, 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 blah. I think newer fans, which is fine, but I think there's a disconnect because F1 is so complicated. Oh, and then a lot of stuff is also determined after the race, some FIA penalties. So that's like, Porsche Le Mans, thank you so much for your follow. I saw that earlier this morning when I logged in. I watch 3 TikToks, read 4 tweets, and then I start shouting. Classic. Where's my cat? Where do you go? Would you like to come join us? Pumpy. Come on, Max has to win. Max could win the race, but currently Norris is still in P3, so. Oh, interesting. I'm sorry about that. And people are definitely not Googling things. Oh, thanks, Theater Nerd. That's very kind of you. I just want to talk about motorsports. Oh my god, there was a conversation on Reddit, which I should have realized. I should have not commented on. And they're like, oh, F1 drivers are the best in the world. That's why they can go to any car and win. Essentially, someone was making a blanket statement of F1 drivers are always the best, and they're good at everything. And they're like, oh, 5 drivers have won Le Mans. And I was like, yes, however, you do have to consider that they're not the only ones in the car. And there's also yellow flag, red flag timings, incidents, like multi-class racing. A lot of shit can happen. It's not because of their inherent skill. Also, winning Le Mans is badass, don't get me wrong. But if you want to see someone's longevity and skill in the sport of racing, why did Alexander Albon get a 5-second time penalty? Oh, speeding in pit lane. That sucks. I think you just need more context. Yeah, the drivers won Le Mans, but did they win the rest of the endurance series? No, because World Endurance Championship? No, because it's difficult. How old's your cat? He's less than 1. I think he's like 9-ish. Okay, please don't play with the internet cable. I actually really much need that. 5 drivers versus all F1 drivers? Right. And again, like that's why I said you could like cherry pick statistics. And I'm not trying to discount those F1 drivers. Winning Le Mans and that endurance and that mentality is very difficult. But like if we're going to say F1 drivers in the Venn diagram of all racing, it's very difficult. What's my other go-to motorsports? Dakar starts soon, and I know you can't watch it live, but I think Dakar is the fucking sickest thing in the world. I wish rallying was easier to watch here in the United States. I do love FIA WEC. I think FIA World Endurance Championship, if I had to watch one motorsport for the rest of my life, that would be the one. But I also love rallying. Okay, please don't touch the internet cable. Puppy, come here. Dude, he's just like where all the cables are. Staring at me. Like he's about to do something. I do think the culture's better with having more younger, more female fans in it. Agreed. I think there's definitely a more... How do I say this? I don't want to say welcoming. It's not like people weren't welcoming before when you went to races and stuff. Right, we could say Fernando Alonso didn't win the Indy 500, but we also have to remember that the car was terrible. Hi, baby. Hello. Come up here, come on. Chat wants to see you. Oh. Cat. CAT. Yeah, Norris did pit early, so he does have to do a 2-stop. Fumble loading? No. Good morning, Deject. Nope, that was fine. 2.4 seconds. Not as fast as his previous one, but I think it was only by like 0.2 seconds. That's a good point, Stack. If the Andretti car was so bad for Alonso in 2017, how come Takuma say an Andretti car that year? Buongiorno. Dzień dobry. Oh, my cat's attacking Max Verstappen. My cat does not want Max Verstappen to win. Clock it here now, chat. Yeah, get him, Pumpy. I'm betting Piastri wins because of the cat. Classic. Oh, I see what you're doing. No, you can't have these. Hi, BB. Wow, why are you only attacking the Red Bull? What is your beef with Max Verstappen? God, what's your beef with Red Bulls? I guess Oscar could finally pit now. In peace. Chris, welcome on in here. Nap says, Forza Max, who are you all going for? We have a good mix of fans in the chat. Oh, please stop touching my keyboard. Sorry, my cat clearly does not want Max Verstappen to win. Just look at this little guy. I will say, in February 2025, I did say Lando Norris will win the championship. If you're new here, I just want you to know I'm a fan of Robert Kubica. I am Polish. I do speak Polish. I have dual citizenship, which may or may not last because I'm in the United States, and they might be changing that. Very complicated over here. I do want to also admit I did work with Red Bull Racing for about 1.5 years. They no longer pay me. I'm no longer obligated to not say things. Does that make sense? Cadillac Racing has also paid me, but specifically for the World Endurance Championship. I've hosted their YouTube stream, if you've watched any of the FIA WEC stuff. I just want to be honest. Is Lando Norris my favorite person in the world? No, but when he does well, you have to compliment him. I believe about fairness. I'm also a New York City sports fan. So sometimes I'm a little shit. Yeah, working with Cadillac was fantastic. They were some of the nicest people I've ever worked with. Ash on Apple TV, F1 TV when? Dog, that's the dream. Verstappen winning would be crazy. That'd be such a good sports story. I'd also feel kind of bad. What's my beef with Lando Norris? It's personal, okay? However, half of my beef with him is that I think he could just be doing better. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. We clearly see glimpses of Lando Norris being aggressive and kicking ass and like doing things. This race is a good example. Recent races have been decent examples. I just wanted to be consistent. There's no reason it should be this close. Well, that's also McLaren's fault. See, a lot of variables when you're talking about Formula One. That's why I hate when people get all extremish on Twitter. Because you can't blame Lando for this entire season. Sorry if you see a cattail. My favorite racer is Carlos, even though he isn't the best. Carlos is very nice. Charles Leclerc is one of the nicest people I've ever met in the paddock. He's also one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen. No cap. That man was carved by angels. Max is also very chill. He will talk about racing and his cats, and I respect that. Adam goes, Leclerc, please save us. I also want you to know, I know this is the last watch along, a lot of you guys are joining. I don't do any like crazy reactions, and I feel like that's my downfall. I'm 33 years old. I can't be losing my shit. That's just not how I watch sports unless it's the World Series. There was some argy-bargy, which is why Yuki Tsunoda got a 5-second penalty. Oh, I've also commented on Pikes Peak, if you guys know what that race is. So if you watched it this year, that was me and Kyle Heyer. Would you stream the World Baseball Classic? Oh, that'd be fun. I do want to do other sports streams. I think that'd be cool. Personal opinion, exactly why I came here. You're a normal person with normal reactions and normal opinions. No, I do have my opinions. But no, I try to be fair. I just don't think it's fun when you come into a chat and people start shitting on your driver and they like you can't just like exist in a space where you want to talk about F1. You know, I just don't like that. Like, yeah, people like talk shit, which is fine. But I want everyone of every fandom to come hang out. Like, I just don't see. A little man Pikes Peak after they paved the entire route. I know it's a safety concern. I know what you're saying, but it is a safety concern. Watching 1 a.m. my time, I appreciate the lack of crazy. I want a 4 a.m. Japan versus Switzerland baseball stream. It's fun. When it's very late races, I will wear my Snuggie and my pajamas, and I'll just be like whispering. But yeah. No, if you like debating racing, or just talking, there's different stats for everything. I also will admit, I don't know everything. I've been watching F1 since 2006, NASCAR the past 4 or 5 years, sports car racing a little bit longer. But I'm still learning something new every day, which is why I like racing so much. I think it's after you leave school, university, college, etc. I do read a lot, but I just think motorsports like forces me to Google things and learn about concepts, and I'm like, oh, this is a cool aerodynamic concept I've never knew about before. So I just appreciate that in motorsports. I'm always learning something new, whether it's fashion or I don't know who the celebrity is. Turns out they're popular in this country. I think there's moments too young, but I think we can all calm down more as a fan. Mini Pool, welcome on in here. Ash's new race show, Race Yelling, with Stephen A. Smith. Nah, look, Denny Hamlin's Denny Hamlin, but I respect him. Ash, by the way, I would watch the hell out of I Learned This Cool Thing About Racing. Agreed. I've been trying to be more into YouTube. 5-second time penalty? Oh, ghastly. Track limits. Who would be my driver of the day? We'll see how Hamilton does, but he's up 8 positions into points. I wish I didn't freeze on Twitch trying to talk about racing. Run out of stuff and have to call off early. I would recommend dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube. I think Twitch is a younger audience. YouTube has an older audience, usually. And if you're into motorsports, it's usually people who want to talk about racing. I would tune in for other sports streams, would absolutely cheer and commiserate over the caps. CAPS, caps. Man, Wilson was mad about the whole Ryan Leonard getting smashed and then Truba wouldn't fight him. I'm voting for Hamilton because I'm biased. What? Yeah, Sorry, Max. I don't think you're winning WDC, unfortunately. I mean, I appreciate that he's locked in, but Norris is P3, and Leclerc is just not on his ass. I played super close to the vest. I don't want to stomp anyone toes. You gotta have some kind of opinion. I think it's crazy when people get mad that I mentioned there's so many Nepo babies in F1. And they're like, oh, they deserve to be there. I'm like, I'm not saying they don't deserve to be there. I'm saying they had an easier time getting there. It must be nice to be Carlos Sainz Jr. when your father is a rally badass and has all these things at his disposal, okay? I'm not saying Carlos Sainz is a bad driver. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be in F1. He's clearly proving himself time again. I'm saying it must have been a little bit easier for Carlos Sainz Jr. to get into Formula 1. When your dad's an absolute fucking legend. You can have some sort of opinion. She called us old chat? No, I was born in 92, so you can determine what I mean from that. Oh, Smitty says, I don't care how someone makes a big dance. I only care what they do once they get there. We do have to do like a rookie video. Yeah, every sport has its Nepo babies. Every sports broadcast has its Nepo babies. Hockey fans will understand what I'm saying there, and so will basketball fans. Yeah, exactly, Deadly Pants. And that's okay. I just think we need to have that conversation of like, why isn't so-and-so in this sport? Well, also no one ever wants to talk about the money aspect of Formula One. Do we know where Yuki, Isaac, and Liam are on track? Yes, Yuki Tsunoda is currently P12. Isaac Hadjar is currently P14. And who else did you say? Liam Lawson is currently P18. Hey, Cassandra. Yeah, the question is, how do you determine Rookie of the Year? Consistency? Because all of them have kind of been like up and down. It's been such a good class of rookies, but how do you determine like the best rookie? It's going to be hard. I guess you just don't. You just talk about each one of them. One wants Tsunoda, and that's why supposedly he has yet to name a second driver for 2026. Interesting. Post-Melbourne, Isaac was impressive. Yeah, rough start. But Isaac has bounced back tremendously, and he's obviously good. Bortoletto has his moments to shine, but can you blame him, or do you blame the car, right? You just go back and forth. F1's greatest tradition, the Alonso DRS train, is on the rails again. I think Rookie of the Year is between Antonelli and Hadjar. But is it fair to give Antonelli Rookie of the Year when he's had the best car? Like, would Behrman and Mercedes be doing the same or better than Antonelli? Like, we will never know. And this is where F1 gets hard to talk about because... What do you determine who's the best rookie? And you can't do a formula that, like, evens out the performance of the car. Because we don't know. 8 laps to go. Verstappen is your race leader, followed by Piastri and Norris. But remember, if Norris finishes on podium, regardless if it's P1, P2, P3, he wins the championship. For Max to win the championship right now, Norris needs to be P4 or lower. AWS can probably calculate it, maybe, but they would have to know about how the car works. And like, oh, you're saying because they know the pace, and they have like that kind of stuff, and they can kind of determine, interesting. Because AI. Does Lawson ignore blue flags and hold up Lando if it comes to it? No. Zach Brown would be pissed. Zach Brown hates that VCARB exists, so no. Oh, they can make up they can make up a pointless fastest car graphs, but for Rookie of the Year. I figured they have a lot of information. They can kind of equalize the performances of the car and give us something. No Bro says, please, please, please make a miracle happen. I'm ambivalent about Zach Brown, but he does have a point about VCARB. Well, then we need to have a discussion with everything else. Well, maybe not anymore, because Haas will be gazoo maxing. But then Williams and Mercedes, Ferrari and Haas formally, all that stuff. Oh, we were talking about Daytona 24. Acura wins overall in Daytona. Oh, interesting. Ferrari and Ford wins GTD. Oh, Ferrari or Ford wins GTD. I don't think a Ford win in GTD, but that's me. Yeah, it's one thing for a partnership, but it's one other thing to basically own both teams. What's up, Quackers? I feel like my cat's causing mischief. I just can't imagine what could possibly happen. You know what? I'm going to stop talking, actually. I don't want Lando Norris fans to come after me if something were to happen. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. If I want to know, it wasn't me. Engines can still explode. Pollux, I will give you $200 if an engine explodes this race. That's the problem. Here's my hot take. This is one of my hottest Formula 1 takes. Reliability has killed this sport. Even in 2006, and a couple of years afterwards, engines blowing up were coming. Because we were pushing shit to the limits and building stuff. Reliability has killed this sport. It used to be dramatic all the time about what engine exploded what race. And now, I know we're a technology... Right, by the way, this is complete sarcasm in my hot take. Ridiculous. These cars, too good. And I hate it. Electricity killed this sport. How dare they? Sorry, I'm definitely like an empathetic... How do I explain this? An emotional sympathy person. His mom is so stressed, and now I'm stressed. New regs next year, maybe more smoking engines. Safely smoking engines. Yeah, progress has stagnated this sport. How dare they make such technological advances, making such cool cars? Thomas Edison catching strays. Yeah, exactly, Josh. Smoking engines sounds like a ska band? Dude, copyright that right now. And bring back smaller F1 cars? Yeah. Next year will be exciting. / not really. It's interesting that people are like, I'm excited for next year because it's new regs and it'll be closer racing. And I don't know how to tell you. That's probably not going to happen. I guess I just told you. But one team will figure it out. And then we'll have that for like a year or two. RIP DRS. Say hi to Mom for me. Will they be able to finally pass in Monaco, though? No, the cars aren't that much smaller. I just don't think the wheelbase is reduced by 20 centimeters. Ooh. Overall width by 10 centimeters. It's just like not that much. Like, smaller is smaller. By the way, 10 centimeters is 3.9 inches. I know some Americans were a little confused there. Formula One is bad because we're woke. Fortunately for the planet, we need to go towards electricity. For race fans, upset. Fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this. If you watch sports car racing, specifically either WEC, I don't know, IMSA, if you use Total Energies fuel, it's actually a sustainable, 100% sustainable fuel because they use the residue of the wine making process to make their fuel. So if you're drinking wine in Europe, I'm going to give you the whole continent. Thank you so much for fueling our sports cars. Buy more French wine is essentially what I'm trying to tell you guys. I think that's such a fun fact. I would love to see the process of how they take the residue and then make it into fuel. Unrelated, but another take, F1 screwed the pooch on their 75th anniversary. Agreed. After the 5th race, I forgot it was the 75th anniversary. They haven't done anything after that. Which track should be the final race to have a better race? Ooh, Monaco. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Watkins Glen. Just kidding. I don't want F1 cars to come to my local American tracks. Ooh, Sao Paulo. That's a good answer. What else? Monza? No, I like Sao Paulo. F1 at Charlotte on the oval. I have a hot take that they shouldn't race in Vegas. Oh, why is that? I like Vegas more than Miami. They're just not going to build a new racetrack in the United States. COTA is already COTA. And they're not going to turn any of the other tracks that we've had and they have raced on into FIA Grade 1 circuits. You don't want that, by the way. Everyone's like, oh, they should go back to Watkins Glen. No, they should not. Everything you love about Watkins Glen, if you go there now, they will ruin it, making it an FIA Grade 1 circuit. These cars cannot go down that corkscrew at Laguna Seca. Absolutely not. You want a real shakedown test? Go to Sebring. That's true. Indy is still Grade 1. They could go to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Bring F1 to Pocono, the Danger Dorito? Oh, fight someone if the Glen is touched. 2 laps to go. Oh, a classic F1 series. Yeah, because Pocono's a tri-oval. Bring F1 to Mid-Ohio. F1 Talladega, imagine the clash of cultures. Oh, God. These drivers in Alabama? Can't imagine. No, they're not going to battle it out. Nordschleife would be a great way to end the season. How many laps can they possibly do on that track? Becca, welcome on in here. Thanks for that follow. Yeah, Norris won't bother. He just needs P3 or higher. And he's P3. You got 2 laps to go. Why bother? And welcome on in here. Thanks for that follow. Yeah, if they let fans party in the infield, then we can talk about it. 13 laps on Nordschleife. F1 to limo. Dave Videos, welcome on in here. Okay, can we watch Lando Norris? I know we're watching Max because he's in the lead, but like, can we put Lando Norris on the big screen? What are we doing here? This is his first WDC. Oh, thanks, N. To be fair, I just moved here a year and a half ago. So, just letting you know. What are we doing? Let me see Lando Norris. Thank you. Jesus. That's gotta feel good. It's been a rough year, and I'm glad. As much as I don't like Lando, it's good to see Max defeated. Oh, sad. It was a long season. Is he crying? I hope so. Norris needs to send George a big gift for making Max angry enough in Spain. Ooh, does Lando run #1 next year? I totally would. You know, you win the championship, you have the right. It must feel good. Plank wire from Yuki overtake? No, I don't think would the FIA say anything is the next question. Do a burnout, Lando. Donuts. Aw. He has the LN4 brand and quadrant. I mean, you might as well make it LN1 for like your championship year or something, or do like a limited edition run. Bye, Smitty. Enjoy your dual header day. Are you just doing basketball or are you doing the Rangers too? Yeah, congrats to Lando, dude. Yes, Mama Norris is there. There's a woman that he keeps showing in the McLaren garage. That's his mom. There's also his girlfriend's also there. Two different women. One's very obviously his mom. She's wearing pigtails. She looks like a fun art teacher. Like she'd give you a warm hug in the beginning of school. Oh, nice, Smitty. Good luck with the rest of your day. What a season. Again, chat, I'm excited that it's over so we can sleep in and chill a little bit. Did we get a Haas podium? No. Sorry, I thought it was going to be a top 10. Yuki sacrifice? No, bros, I can give you a Yuki sacrifice because he got a 5-second penalty. Hulkenberg in points? Oh my god, he got points. Pericles, that's fucking crazy. Max win. Papaya rules do not ruin the race. Norris DNF? Sorry, theater. Yeah, give me those donuts. Well, you don't want to do donuts, just in case. I wanted Oscar to win, but Gigi's Lando's. Yeah, Gigi's Lando. 3 months till 2026 GP Australia. I am going to the Ford launch, which is going to be really fun. That's in the beginning, not the beginning of January, like January 13th. I'm excited to see that. Let's go, Lando. Dude, and what an intense season for him. He's probably so relieved. Oscar's time is coming. Oh my god. Stop, his parents are crying. I'm crying. I'm going to lose it. Oh no. That's so sweet. His parents are so happy. Blah! Oh. Stop being a softie, Ash. Guys, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a tough as shit New Yorker. I don't cry. Go to your parents, dude. Aww. This is so wholesome. You gotta go with the one. Come on. I do like this part. And like Max congratulated him. He doesn't look too defeated. Oscar congratulated him. That's also that when I was watching the World Series, right? So, first of all, some of the best baseball we've watched recently. Second of all, it's always so sad to see the other team lose. I can't handle it. I can't handle when they have the camera in the dugout when the World Series is done and they're so depressed. I can't handle it. Yeah, they're saying his name. There's no booze. It's a happy day. Lando. Aww. Lando's mom hugging Oscar. That's kind of sweet. This MBS hug was really awkward. Did you see him pull Lando towards him? Oh. Bye, no bros. We'll be back on Tuesday with the live stream. Me and Elizabeth, F1 journalist Elizabeth Blackstock, will just be talking about this race. What to expect for the off season, but thank you guys for watching. If you don't tune in till next year, we'll be here for Daytona and things like that. If you want to join the Discord, we're nice people. We say good morning every morning, and I think that's really wholesome. And then talk about random shit. I believe it is. I think they use rose champagne of some kind. 24-hour stream for the Rolex in January. Maybe not a 24-hour stream, but we'll definitely stream. If I was Lando, I'd just sit down right now and just take it all in and just be like, dude, I need to chill for 2 seconds. Let's go. David Coulthard speaking to the top 3. Who's he got first? Yeah, thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate it. I always love hanging out with you guys. Yeah. Dude's gonna go get so fucking ripped later. That's really nice. Thanking everyone McLaren first. It's a classy move. Aw, no, you can cry, Lando. Don't care what the haters say. Enjoy your moment. Oh my god, his mom is so cute. I can't. Chat. No, you don't look like a loser. You're so... This is so sweet. Normalize dudes feeling emotions? Yeah, dude. You won the FIA, the F1 World the FIA F1 World Championship, whatever. You race against Max Verstappen and your teammate Oscar Piastri. You had so many things stacked against you. So many things for you. So much shit happened. Racing around the world. You've probably missed friends' birthdays. You missed your parents' birthdays. You missed big life events from people in your family. You're constantly traveling. You probably don't keep in touch with the friends that you want to keep in touch with. And I know you get paid millions of dollars, but it's hard. Okay? You have to perform at a top level constantly for X number of weekends a year, in practice, in qualifying, in the race day. You had a lot of pressure. You deserve to fucking cry after you win the championship. You can do whatever the fuck you want when you win the championship, in my opinion. If he wants to do cartwheels all around the track, if he wants to scream at the end of pit lane, dude, do whatever you want. If anyone's calling you cringy or pathetic because you're crying, they're stupid. I knew they wouldn't tell him. Yes, exactly. 100% Lando. Yeah, can we just let him go celebrate? Can we stop talking to him? Let the man celebrate. Yeah, take it in, Lando. Aw, his mom crying, please. Zach Brown is going to be more insufferable after this. That's so funny. Oh, she is an art teacher. Okay. I wasn't sure. I knew she was a teacher. She's so fun. Yeah, McLaren's probably fucking relieved. Dude, why is that camera like in their face? Please, give him a private time with his girlfriend. Why are you sticking the camera in his face? Zach Brown is an American. I'm claiming this win for the States. Cue the Star Spangled Banner. Zach, a selfie at this time? That's true. When you win the championship, you don't get private time till maybe tomorrow. Right now, he's got to do a whole bunch of interviews and press and sponsorship obligations, I'm sure. F1 cameramen are unhinged at times. It's pretty funny. Thank you everyone for watching, by the way. We'll be in the Discord if you want to hang. But yeah, we got a lot of racing coming up. We got Dakar. We got Rolex 24. We got a lot of car launches in January. F1 preseason testing is going to be here before you know it. Happy holidays if I don't see you. Have a good new year. Enjoy a little bit of a break. Yeah, Dodge, maybe you can finally sleep in. Dodge has been watching from Australia. Most weekends with us. Most because I don't stream all the time. Driver of the day, Max Verstappen. I would have given it to Hamilton, but that's just my opinion. I know it's fan voted. Don't at me. No, I think this is the same thing as last year. I'm already looking forward to the late night goblinry in the sports card chat on the Discord in January. Timid Collie's just like, Oscar. Oh, maybe he said something else. I didn't hear it. Why do I feel like the high-fiving drivers is so awkward? Ciao, ragazzi. High five, very nice. Podium's delayed. Yeah, I wonder if they didn't have the Lando Norris graphic up. Drivers are so small that dapping them up means literally pulling them up and out of the chair. I don't know if Stefano Domenicali can dap, but All right, I'm glad they finally got out of that room. I feel like they just want to shoot the shit. Oh yeah, this podium. I always forget about this. I was in the movie. How could I possibly forget? God, I hated that movie. Lando. Yeah, take it in. Dude, you gotta walk slower. You gotta take it all in, dude. Take it all in. Dude, why are you in P3? Oh, right. I was like, this is the race podium, not the actual championship podium. I was like, wait, why is he standing in P3? I'm crying. I forgot we had an entire race we just watched. I'm watching a UK chat spam plankware. It's hilarious. Ugh. That's whatever. Hey, look, man, you don't have to like Lando Norris. I'm talking to Avi in the YouTube chat. But, you gotta respect that he raced a great race in the past couple of races. He had a great season. There were a few mistakes here and there, right? I mean, I won't say that he's perfect. But it's been a long time coming. I think we all saw it coming at the beginning of the year. You can hate drivers, but you gotta give their props where props is due, and that's my opinion. My friends tell me sure that Max's winning is good, but him not getting WDC is just PML. Well, I mean, that was Max's fault for getting mad at George Russell, right? He could have won. But no, Max is incredible. I mean, Max is in a league of his own. We've seen him race recently, the GT3 and GT4. Mad respect, though, for Lando. His loyalty paid off after McLaren were awful. McLaren fans remember those days. Yeah, I know we all want our favorite drivers to win, but you can't say Norris was P20 the entire season and be like, oh, he didn't deserve this. This isn't like a NASCAR championship in the fucking playoffs. You mean this race wasn't decided by one race championship? Exactly. I do like the black McLaren suits. I do like darker colors with the accents, but that's just my preference. I know in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, and some mistakes not Lando's fault. Some of them McLaren's. To be fair, NASCAR can be more entertaining than F1 sometimes. I just need Denny Hamlin to win his championship. Thank you, Cassandra. I was like, wait, why is he standing on P3? Like I didn't just watch 58 laps. Hey, Ren. Gutted for Oscar, but he only gained the lead after an engine failure. I'm gutted for Oscar, but I think he's going to remember how this feels. And I wonder if him and Mark Webber are already kind of like, okay, we showed loyalty. We were good sports. We were good teammates. Let's, like, kick some ass. I'm going to get so bullied at school tomorrow because I put a lot of trust in Max and my friends are Norris fans. I mean, Max was P1, stayed P1. Norris had to get P4 or lower. That would have been a virtually impossible task. Knowing how fast the McLarens are. Okay, if you really want to piss off your Norris friends, you can make fun of how long it took them to get here. Variables be damned about the McLaren's car, okay? If you want to be mad at them, we can give you talking points to yell at them about. I'm not saying they'll be logical, but if you want to not be bullied... Oh yeah, don't forget how long it took to get him his first win. Yeah, you could do that too. ESPN coverage is now abruptly shut down. Yeah, don't let facts get in the way of a good hazing. Also, Max's comeback was crazy. We didn't think he would get a close to WDC. So, you can still be proud as a Red Bull Max fan if you'd like. Oh, I hope Lando takes a moment to get it all in and then absolutely parties tonight. What a crazy season. I'm so glad it's over. I'm so tired. Yeah, take it in, dude. BBC is going to glaze Norris so hard, which they should. You get that British bias. It's fine. You got to celebrate. Let people have joy. Yeah. Is that Jensen Button? ESPN's like, yeah, we paid our money. We're all set now. Bye. I'm gonna watch him get interviewed by Jensen Button, and then I'm gonna stay. I do like Jensen Button a lot. At least it's not like the Indy 500, where you have to talk to people with milk all over you. Jay Butts. I'd rather be doused in champagne than hot milk, honestly. Hey, Techno, what's going on? We're just finishing up the F1 race. I'm good at procrastinating. The problem is you get so good at procrastinating that you just procrastinate the rest of your life. I have a lot of stuff for work, but I always get away with it. So I just keep procrastinating. People gotta stop crying. I'm gonna start crying again. Ugh. Yeah, exactly. As long as you get the job done. Till the end. I think Max moves up to P2 because of where you finished. All right, chat. Thanks for hanging out with me. I gotta now hang out with my cat and the cat in the garage that I'm trying to adopt. Oh, Max was P2 last week. Sorry. My bad. Oh, he heard me say cat, and he's like, yes, did you call me? What did I do to my makeup? All right, chat. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for hanging out for all of the races we streamed this year. We'll be back next year, per usual. If you'd like to join the Discord, we hang out there. We still talk racing. There's Dakars coming up. So if you like all kinds of racing, we got stuff coming up. But I hope you had a great F1 season. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry if your driver didn't win. Next year's going to be fun as in interesting with the new regulations. Thank you for joining. If you never joined before, if you have any questions, comments, questions, concerns, feel free to put them in the chat, I guess. Bye, everyone. Thank you for hanging out. Asian Le Mans series starts next week if you're a sports car fan. Happy holidays. Have a great new year. Be safe. Also, be kind on the internet. Don't be a dick. It's not that hard. Drink some water. Take your meds. Go outside today. Pet a dog or a cat if you can. Forget it. Support local and then include your local racetracks. Ooh, did I cover everything? Happy Honda Days. Happy Toyotathon. Happy days to remember. And all that other fun, good stuff. But chat, thank you so much for hanging out. Have a good off-season F1. I'll talk to you in the Discord, and I'll see you on Tuesday with journalist Elizabeth Blackstock as we talk about our podcast about this race. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. My cat says meow. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, Merry Festivus. To the rest of this. Bow, 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 down, 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 down. Ciao. I gotta post a picture of the cat in the garage. She's not as creepy as it sounds, I promise. Do 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 do. Is that a euphemism? No, there's actually a stray cat in my garage.